Okay, my last video was too long, so I'm going to redo it. I've started on a new hat to show you the tail. This is what we should have in part 4 of our tutorial. Is you should have the brim of your hat, and then your hat, and then you have your tail. You can make your tail a lot longer or a lot shorter, it doesn't matter. And when you get to your stopping point, you'll go ahead and cut off about 8 or so inches, and you'll take your string and you'll thread it through your yarn needle, which was provided with your loom. And if it wasn't, you can always get it at any craft store. They should be really cheap because they're really, really cheap plastic. And what you'll do is you'll take your needle and you'll go down through the thread, pull it off the peg, and thread your yarn through it. And you'll go the same way. Whoop, there, stanked. That you were threading your pegs. Again, down toward the base of the loom. Bring the thread off the peg. And this method is basically how you would cast off any hat that you make on the round loom or the long loom. We got to the last one, so let's take it off our loom here. My yarn keeps getting tangled. There we go. And you'll just pull her tight there, and you can just make a little, take the needle off the yarn there, and you can make a little knot. Make sure it is secure. And there you have your elf hat. And this is a little thicker yarn, so it is a little stiff, but it should lay something like this. And if you have more than 2 colors or 2 strands, you can always make a braid. You can take your crochet hook and do a crochet braid, which I'll show you in another tutorial. Or you could just trim the yarn off and add a pom-pom on the end, which you could see in my very first tutorial of how to make a pom-pom. And that is how you make an elf hat.